What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Swag, back at it again with another. And today, I got what a lot of y'all have been asking and looking for, a 6'8 LeBron demigod build. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys two versions, so don't skip ahead to make sure you don't miss out on any one of the versions. Don't forget to hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn on notice to not miss out on any future videos. But without further ado, let's head straight to the builder. Starting with the template, we're going with 6'8 height, and a LeBron build will usually have a max wingspan. We're actually going with one tick under max to get that 83.3, which is a requirement for Bronze Limitless. And for weight, we're going with exactly 237 pounds. It's the lightest we can be while still keeping that 85 O board, as well as unlocking body types that I feel like fit LeBron perfectly, so that's cool as well. Also, 6'8 seems to be a really good height for these tall dribbling builds because lightning launch is listed as a tier 2 badge on a 6'8, while on a 6'7 and shorter, it's a tier 1. So small forward, 6'8, 237 pounds, 7'1 wingspan. Let's head to the attributes. Moving on to attributes, we're going to start with the physicals. We're going to max out our speed at an 85, raise our agility to a 77, which unlocks that gold slippery off ball, which is nice for doing some dexes. We're going with a 73 strength, which is a requirement for some badges. We'll get in a little bit. And then finally 85 vert, which again is a requirement for some badges. Now skipping over to the finishing, and the reason we went with the 85 vert, we're going to go with a 94 driving dunk. Now 93 dunk with 80 vert unlocks gold posterizer, so why are we going 94 dunk and 85 vert? Well, first, 94 dunk does unlock some better dunk packages, and also the requirement for Hall of Fame posterizer is 96 dunk and 85 vert. So we have the required vert already, and as far as the 96 driving dunk, we're going to specialize on finishing with this build, which gives us 2 cap breakers. One cap breaker is unlocked at goal number 6 and the other at goal number 8. And we're going to use those 2 cap breakers to get our driving dunk from a 94 to a 96. Doing this now gives us that Hall of Fame posterizer. Next, we're going to raise our layup to an 80, which this combined with our 73 strength unlocks that silver physical finisher. And although silver may not seem like anything crazy, remember that the specialization doesn't only reward you 2 cap breakers, but also a max +2 and a max +1 badge perk that has to be used in that category you selected. So in this case, it has to be used on a finishing badge. So with this in mind, we can now use our specialized max +1 to get our posterizer from Half to Legend, and use our specialized max +2 to raise our physical finisher from silver to Half. This is the benefit of going with strength on the LeBron build, because with no strength, a badge that you wouldn't even have unlocked on bronze, now you have it on Hall of Fame. Moving on to shooting, we're going with an 83.3 and leaving our midi at a 73. Now in order to get the strength, we did have to sacrifice things like mid-range, but 83.3 is a nice threshold. We get bronze limitless and silver set shot specialist, and you might think that's too low to shoot consistent, but we can actually use our regular tier 1 max +2 to raise our set shot from silver to half. So even by going only 83.3 and no midi, we still have Hall of Fame shooting badges, which is really nice. And since this build can be used in park and in 5v5, we're going to go with a 77 free throw to be able to hit free throws semi-consistently. Now moving on to ball handle, we're going to max out our ball handle to an 86. Doing this unlocks the tier 3 momentum cross, which is the best in the game. And also 86 in specific unlocks a lot of good dribble animations like James Harden and some other good ones. We're also going to raise our speed with ball to a 75 for that silver lightning launch, as well as unlocking the best dribble styles. Now, like we mentioned before, on a 6'8, lightning launch is a tier 2 badge, so we can use our max +2 tier 2 to raise our lightning launch from silver to half, as well as using our max +1 tier 1 to raise our handles for days from silver to gold. This combination of badges, as well as the other dribble moves you're able to unlock, believe me when I tell you that you will be flying around the court on this build and being super explosive. As y'all can see, all the dribble sigs I put on, and this is me fresh on the game, not knowing any combos, and look how I'm able to move, man. So overall, being 6'8 and still having this type of dribbling is amazing. Moving on to pass accuracy, it wouldn't be a LeBron build if it couldn't pass, so we're going with an 85 pass for badges like Gold Dimer, Gold Versatile Visionary, bronze bailout, as well as unlocking a variety of different pass styles. Moving on to defense, we're going to go with the 60 steal for that bronze interceptor, 74 perim, which gives us every perimeter badge on bronze, 60 interior, which is a requirement for bronze paint patroller, and then finally 78 block for that silver chase down, which we can use our tier 2 max +1 to get it from silver to gold. Chase downs is what LeBron is known for defensively, so being able to get this on gold on top of being 6'8" with almost a max wingspan, you'll definitely be able to get some defensive stops on this build. Now moving on to the rebounding, we're going to go with an 85 O board. One reason is because O board is a lot cheaper than D board, so it's easier to get the higher O board rating than it is D board. And two, as a slasher build like this, you're going to be doing a lot of attacking the basket, and if they send help defenders, you can then kick it out to your teammates at the 3, and now you're in the paint being able to get the offensive rebound with that 85 rating, as well as silver rebound chaser if your teammate does miss. And for some reason, our strength went down during upgrading the build, so we're gonna raise that back to a 73. And there you guys have it, man. 99 overall LeBron James build. Just a quick recap in case you missed it. We're gonna build specialized finishing, use the 2 cap breakers from that to get our dunk to a 96, unlocking Hall of Fame Posterizer. We'll use the specialized max +1 to boost the Posterizer to legend, and then use our specialized max +2 to boost our physical finisher from silver to Hoff. Next, we'll use our regular max +2s to boost our set shot to Hoff as our tier 1, and our lightning launch from silver to Hoff as our tier 2. And then finally, we'll use our regular max +1s to boost our handles for days from silver to gold as our tier 1, and our chase down from silver to gold as our tier 2. And as we continue to the end screen, you see we get the build name Aerial Playmaker, which is kind of cool, but nothing crazy. That was the strength version of the LeBron build. Let me quickly show you guys what it looks like with no strength. So here is the no strength version right here. As you can see, 54 strength, so we don't even get physical finisher at all. The other physicals stay the same as before. The defense, the rebounding, and even the playmaking is exactly the same. And even the finishing is pretty much the same, besides that's having 82 layup instead of 80. So we do unlock a couple more layup packages. But the main difference of the no strength is now we have an 87 midi, which doesn't only give us extra badges like silver shifty shooter and silver deadeye, but also gives us access to better jump shots, but also unlocks things like KD go-to shot, which was super glitchy and explosive for attacking the basket. Also, having midi, especially in the park, makes you so much harder to guard because you can shoot the 3, you can contact dunk, and now you can fade midis with ease. How we use the specialization and what we use the badge perks on remain the same as the other version, with the only change being instead of the specialized max +2 being on physical finisher like we did before, because the build doesn't get physical finisher badge at all, we can now raise our float game from silver to Hoff instead. And with how floaters looked in the couple games I did play, that's not a bad option at all. The floaters were super glitchy. But there you guys have it, man. Let me know in the comments which version you prefer, the high midi or the high strength, and let me know why. Don't forget to hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn noties on to not miss out on any videos. And yes, I will be streaming 2K26 early access today, August 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss out. Also, I know some of you are thinking that you can just go 93 dunk for gold posterizer and use the max +2 to get it to legend. Yes, you can definitely do that, but having 96 dunk unlocks a lot of elite packages that you don't get at 93, as well as unlocking a whole other contact dunk package, which will make your dunking so much better in my opinion. Now, if you want to check out other elite builds with elite in-depth breakdowns, click those videos on the screen right now, man. But until next time, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.